Splatoon is a very interesting game in the shooter genre. Originally, Nintendo was trying out something new, and now this series has become at least one of the top 10 in Nintendo's game franchises. And you could say I'm biased a little bit here, but I digress. The point is, this series has come a pretty long way to get where it is today. From starting on a failing console to getting sequels on the Switch. But now you may be wondering, where am I getting at here? Well, today I want to answer the question, how did this game series get here? And what makes me say it won't lose its identity? What makes it stand out from the other shooter games in the world? And if so, what makes it so unique? Well, fortunately, today we're going to be looking at this topic and answering why Splatoon will never lose its identity in the shooter genre. To understand where I'm coming from here, let's look at a game that captures what I'm trying to say perfectly, and that would be Fortnite. Fortnite in around chapter 1 through 2 was being super unique with its game. Cool characters, unique lore, constant map changes, and tons of other stuff that made it stand out. It was trying to stand out from most of the other shooter games at the time. It was a nice fun take on a battle royale game, but now if we fast forward a little bit to today, you can see where it kind of starts to decline in these departments. And the main one we're going to be focusing on is the promotion. Epic, the makers of Fortnite if you didn't know, now market this game as a battle royale, Lego game, rhythm game, and a racing game, and even small stuff like the locker and even UI. This is a problem because most of the people that play this game are mainly here for the battle royale, the shooter aspect of it. I'm not saying they can't have these extra modes, in fact I think they're amazing, it's just that these other modes should not be the main focus. And just remember, I'm not trying to trash on this game, in fact I really enjoy it. Our friends and I get on here a lot. It's just a point I'm trying to get at here. They're trying to be too many things, which I think is honestly hurting it. This is why I also think Fortnite lost its identity. Now let's look at Splatoon 3, since it is the newest game and it has the most content. Splatoon as a franchise is super unique. It's got bright colors, nice lore, unique weapons, characters, clothes, art, there's a lot going for it. And Nintendo does not seem to plan on changing it. The main formula will most likely stay the same. So why do I say it's not gonna lose its identity? Well, let's compare a normal shooter game that's not Fortnite to Splatoon 3. Let's look at the weapons first. The weapons in other games mainly follow the same SMG, sniper, rocket launcher look, you get the idea. But Splatoon 3 has unique weapons. Yeah, you still got the overall pretty normal shooters like the splatter shot, but you've got unique ones like a literal stamping tool, paint roller, paint brush, umbrella, and a flipping washing machine, which really helps separate it. Or for an even more simple one, like the colors. Definitely not all, but a good chunk of shooter games follow a very similar color palette. Just some black, gray, and white really. Okay, quiz time. Which one is Far Cry 6 and which one is Call of Duty? Now if you're more casual, you're probably having some trouble, but even if you're more of a fan of these games, it's still at least a little hard to tell the difference besides where they're standing and the weather. Okay, now tell me which one is Call of Duty and which one is Splatoon. It's a lot easier just by looking at the colors. Splatoon is a much more bright and welcoming game, which even constantly changes colors every time you play if you're not on color lock. Let's look at one more, how the characters are shown. Most games as the player have you in some sort of resistance, clan, team that can all tend to look the same. Not all shooters do this, some actually allow for some pretty cool customization, but little to none go to the level of Splatoon's customization. Literally when you boot up the game for the first time, you create your own character which allows for, I'm pretty sure, endless possibilities. And on top of that, you can mix and match your own gear to create what you want. Everyone in Splatoon looks different in some sort of way. There's a rare chance you see everyone on the same team's character and clothes look the exact same, besides in medium teams. And that's not even including the idols and story mode characters, which all look different. No hate to any of the games mentioned here, but Splatoon is crushing it right now in terms of identity. Do you see what I'm saying now? Splatoon won't lose its identity because of how the game is presented. Fortnite was practically the total opposite of Splatoon in our case here. Sure, I didn't cover everything, I just tried to cover a few of the big things, but unless Nintendo decides to go down a bad route, Splatoon will always stand out to most and will never lose its identity.